Hello everyone, my name is Nana Sniper. I'm coming here live on Resident Evil Requiem. Now guys, before we get started, I hope you guys are doing fantastic, doing alright. I'm doing pretty well. Now, you guys are probably wondering or confused by this. So, fortunately, the answer is quite simple. I'm requiring some need of help. And after how you guys helped figure out the puzzle during this game, we already know what happens, we know what everything goes down, but fortunately something caught my eye of attention that obviously not only me and the boys need help with, but we're gonna need all the help we need to figure out this mystery and puzzle. So, for starters, if you guys remember correctly during the game, that there were some weird things that we saw during the game. So, you guys remember during the parts where Emily got captured by the girl, aka that big monster girl, and after we rescued Emily, when Grace was being grabbed and when that thing tried to pull her in, the elevator cut off the girl's hand, right? If you remember that part, right? She can take her time, and I know today's her birthday, but fortunately I came up with this best way to come up, but fortunately, since, well, I don't know what the words to say, but if she still wants to think of something, then she can let me know. But for now, we're gonna need all the help we can to figure out this puzzle. And not to mention, in case you guys are wondering about the other challenges that I still haven't completed yet, well, I'm pretty sure this is gonna blow your minds or anything else, but once I scroll all the way down, some of them are fully complete, while there's only 6 remaining left. But don't worry, them are easy. And let's just say I did a little off-screen training after a few weeks. Well, I wouldn't say weeks, I would say days. And let's just say I came up with some great ideas how to interact with the enemies. That's all I'm gonna say. But just for the record, I am still taking a break before I do this game again. I haven't done it in hard mode, not yet. But all I can say is, let's just say it took me a while to figure out this. But we'll talk about that another time. For right now, the achievement that we're trying to figure out is this one. Because as you guys can see, it tells you what to do in each challenge. However, this one is a different story. Because look what it just says. So sorry, that wasn't me. as I was saying, and that's what we're here to figure it out. Anyways, as I was saying, so that's what this whole entire thing is about. Because now we're about to hear. Well, that's what we're here to figure out. So, after asking the boys, aka Chris and Lewis, I had them do a little digging around on the internet, and here's what we know so far. So, fortunately, we're only going to play this game in easy mode because for right now, this challenge requires not too much, but some parts in the game. So basically, we're going to also try to figure a way out. But for right now, in order to show you guys, we're going to have to read some files first. So we're going to skip that. Skip that. Okay, so as I was digging around, apparently some of the files contain special messages that I did not hear anything about. So from what Chris and Lewis told me, some of the files show a special message that reveals parts of this challenge. So after a little digging around on the internet, digging around on the files that I have collected, because I was doing a little review on each one of them and none of them make sense. However, some of them caught my attention. So fortunately, let me see if I can find them. Well, for starters will be this one. So after I read this one, take a look at these photos and read each one of them. Starting with this one. Okay, now that you guys seen the photos, these ones don't really matter. What does matter is this picture. Now, take a look closely at the picture and see if you guys can notice anything suspicious. So, look closely at this picture right here, because this is one of the puzzles for the achievement. Now you're getting somewhere. Not the toilet, but Ari has a good eye. Look at the stall. Look closely. Take, like, zoom in if you can notice at it. Notice anything peculiar about it? Because obviously, when I took another good look and zoomed in on my on the, at first I thought it was nothing, but you guys are gonna call me crazy. But is it just me, or does that look like the number? Does that look like the number 8 to you guys? If I'm wrong. So take a little bit more closer at it and see if I'm wrong. Well, alright. But that's it for now, because for right now, we're going to continue up ahead, and fortunately, we are going to move on. So, we're going to basically skip everything that we've seen so far. Well, not the pictures. We'll look at that another time. So, I'm going to basically speed run this and see how things are going to go.
Why am I even here?
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna try my best to not waste any time because I know you guys might get a little bit sleepy or anything. But let's just say I'm gonna try go as fast as possible. And don't worry, because fortunately I also make sure if any enemies I encounter, because like I said, this is just basically we're doing this in easy mode. So yeah, no big deal. And to make it more faster, all the guns are now infinite ammo.
Mom, wait! Grace, come on, keep moving. I'm coming! Grace, hurry. Keep moving. Grace, come on. Come on in.
Okay. Okay. Just for the record, I know you guys have a lot of questions and I will answer them, but not right now. It'll be later on because it took me a while to figure this out. But all I am going to say is the sweet pear, well, let's just say it has something to do with Grace and Emily. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Get away! Get away from me! Shit! Stay away! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never.
Whoa. Hey, what the hell, lady?
Help me!
Get Brentwood locked down.
What? Is it something to do with Victor?
Yeah. He's the one to thank for all the excitement.
That I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Because I can't show you guys yet until I get the item box. I get to the item box.
What the hell was that thing? Oh my god. This looks important. Oh, maybe. This way, not this way, not this way. Yes. Can't hurt to pick some, I guess.
We care for quite a few long-term patients here, all undergoing experimental therapies developed by Dr. Gideon.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does. Well, that went well. That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find me the floor plan?
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Come on, come on!
Okay, now that we're at this part, and just to make sure I do not get interfered with any enemies in the way, we're going to clear most of the buildings so that way we don't have to encounter with these things. Let's just say I got a few charms that can pretty much take in the case. Okay. Give me a second.
Jesus.
Okay, now we're at to this part. And obviously, take a look at this. When I took a look at those pictures, obviously this is the same room. So obviously, I took a good look at this picture because fortunately it took me a whole entire hours to figure this out. So obviously I couldn't tell if that was the first or second. So I took a good closer look, and obviously it's 100%. It's this one. So it has something to do with the toilets, but we'll talk about that another time. Well, later on. So let's just say later we're going to have to come back here later.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait, this is mine. What is this? I hate this place. What if I can't get out? Perfect fit. Yes, I need 2 more.
Okay, and another thing, it has something to do with this. Okay, I don't know if you guys can. Okay, yeah. Let me move the gun away and. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you guys see that. Okay, you guys see where it says G equals. You see that? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. You guys might want to grab some paper or some notebooks or I don't know. I don't know. This sounds like we're in school or something, but this is serious. So yeah, I recommend you guys grab either paper or pencil. I don't know, but here's what I'm gonna need you guys to do: write some notes and copy that. That's all I'm gonna ask, because we need to figure this out. I already did it on my side, but I'm also gonna need you guys to need this. And don't call me that. Let me know when you guys are done copying this. So, yeah, just let me know. I literally just said, copy this, what's right here. This. And great, now I shot it. Let's try that again. All right, good job. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind. So, there.
At least it's easier to walk around now. What the fuck does he mean, destiny?
Okay. Now, for unknown reasons, what Chris and Lewis told me, after you get the sun piece, which is this one, obviously, but this has nothing to do with it. What it has something to do with it is that you have to later, because as you guys can see, you can still press the buttons on this machine. But what I do get that apparently, for some unknown reasons why, you had to bring Emily here. But that's one thing I solved. But there's also a bit of a problem which I'm trying to ask you guys, but not right now. So let's just say later on in the game, you had to bring Emily here, but not only that, you also have to have something with you, which I will explain later. For right now, let's just move on. Take your time, Mary. Oh, yeah, and by the way, happy birthday.
break. Oh, fuck. What was that? Damn it. Of course it gets up. This must be it. I can't tell which button's which. Braille.
Okay, so fortunately, I'll explain later how I got this one, but for right now, when I was examining the doll, I was doing a bit of confusing and everything. So fortunately, I kept examining it, and I don't know where. I'm pretty sure it was around here somewhere. Could have sworn there were They were right here. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. I'll explain later. But for some reason, that doll and this one are somehow related. But that doll right here doesn't matter. Hold on, let me examine it one more time because I'm pretty sure there was some numbers I saw on it. Nope. Or was it this one? I don't know.
What do you want me to read? There's some buttons with Braille on them. Can you read them and then push the buttons in this order? Star, star, moon, sun. I have to keep it together.
Not yet. And watch your tone. Unless either me or Ari wants to do something with that. Because I can easily have you just go join someone else's stream if that's how you want to act like that. So, obviously, I can let Ari handle you. Actually, as a matter of fact, yeah, let's do that.
We're close now. Here it is. Here. I thought that thing was dead.
I'm glad that FBI agent got away.
FBI?
Yeah. Grace Ashcroft. Victor kidnapped.
What? Why?
I don't know. And I intend to find out. office should be upstairs. What a fucking shame. Well, that's my cardio for the week.
Why is this under the hospital? You can do this.
I'm aware because I'm also subscribed to her channel. I'll check it out later. For right now, I'm focusing on this puzzle, but I haven't said most of it yet because I still haven't revealed it yet. I thought it was on this doll, but fortunately there are no numbers. I guess I was wrong, so I don't know. But I'll double check one more time just to be sure I'm not mistakenly wrong.
The smell. Oh my god.
Okay, now, before I'm gonna continue, now you guys are probably wondering exactly how do you get this doll? Well, after me and Chris Lewis had a little discussion, so of course, this is gonna sound really, really gross, and what I'm about to tell you guys, you're not gonna like this, but for now, not right now, I would say maybe 5 or 6 minutes once I get to that part. Hold on.
Oh god, I really don't want to go in there. Stay calm, Grace.
Okay, so after, like I said before, after when I was reading each of these files one by one, because I was overlooking one of them, and one of them caught my attention, so which one was it? Hold on, give me a second, let me look for it. Is it this one? Nope. Up, here we go. Here it is. So, take a look at this one and read this. So, fortunately, after a little digging around, as you guys can see, there's a lot of dead bodies going in here. And I was a bit confused when I read that, so I told myself, extract 2.3 milliliter samples from blood and from 115 So, fortunately, I told myself, obviously, we need to let a lot of bodies into the blood water. So, I counted exactly how many were there, because I counted a lot of them, and it took me a lot of counting, and I also make sure how many minutes. So, fortunately, you had to let all these bodies get into the water, and you have to wait, and this is not too long, but you have to wait approximately 15 minutes for all the bodies, well, not all of them, but to dump into the water. So you have to wait 15 minutes, because whatever you guys do not turn this yet until a lot of bodies, well, approximately 115 are dumped into the water. But to be more accurate, you just gotta wait approximately 15 minutes. But for my advice, I suggest wait maybe 20 minutes. So all you gotta do is just stand right here, do nothing, do not pause the game, and just wait 20 minutes on the timer. And then, well, approximately it's supposed to be 15, but for me, I have to wait 20 minutes. That's for me. So, I know this might sound gross, but yeah, you have to wait 15 minutes. But you guys already see, I already have this doll already, so I'm going to just show you guys. So, the first step, like I said, wait 15 minutes for all the bodies. Well, yeah, you guys get the point. Then, once that's done, just turn the valve like this.
What?
Fluid drainage complete. Processing will now begin.
Okay. Well, someone knows their math. Clever Airy. Not bad. But not only that, here's another thing what it also said. So when it says this part, let me just read this part. But failed to fulfill the goal of the experiment The subject shows signs of mental instability before escaping. So for this part, you guys are not gonna like this, but you have to make sure you can still shoot the zombies, but whatever you do, do not, and I'm gonna say this, do not kill them. All you gotta just make sure is just they hit the grinder over there like this.
Shit, no! No!
So yeah, you have to make sure you do not kill any of the zombies, and you have to survive this. I don't know how much longer, but since I'm doing this in easy mode, but for normal or hard mode, I don't know. So fortunately, just let the zombies crawl into the machine and do its thing. You can still shoot the zombies in the head and stun them, and you can even push them, but just make sure they don't grab you and do not kill them. But again, since I already did this part already off screen, I'm gonna just kill them either way. So yeah. That's because I already did this part already. Off screen, hello. I'm just showing and telling you guys what to do.
Processing is almost complete. Processing complete.
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention one more thing. Well, two more things. So, yeah, this is very, very important. So, after you guys waited 20 minutes and turned the valve to turn, once it's like this, immediately save the data so that way you don't have to do that all over again. Because if you do this, if you do autosave, it's just going to mess it up. So, for my suggestion, do not do that. What you want to do is just load into the save. So if you load into the one that says auto, do not choose that one. Only make sure you choose your save one. So, yeah. And another part, if the zombies grab you and if you fall into that, it will reset everything and you have to wait again 15 minutes for all the bodies to dump here again. And you guys do not want to have to go through that again. So like I said, once you turn that, immediately save so that way you don't have to start all over again. So, yeah.
Last one. Now to free Emily and get out of this place.
Okay. Now, this is another very important thing. After you make sure that you did not kill any zombies and to make sure you did it right, what you want to do is pull the lever, and you have to make sure you got to look at the pool of blood, and once it's drained, you got to make sure it says this. Well, for me, I did it wrong, but it will show you a message, something like this. Okay, that's weird. I guess maybe it's because I did it wrong and I didn't wait 15 minutes. I think that's why it didn't show. Okay, so fortunately what it's about to okay, like this for example. No, where is it? Just like the subtitles, it will show you something like, where is it? Okay, something like this for example. Let me remove, nope. Okay, like this for example. So it will show you a message once you drain the blood. Make sure it says a ton of blood. It's going to show you something like a lot of blood. That's not the one you want. The one you're looking for, it should say a ton of blood. So remember that.
Oh, God. What? Hold on tight. I'm scared. Why is it so loud? It's gonna be okay. Just don't let go. Come on. Come on. It's just pinning you down.
Grace?
Are you hurt?
No. I'm okay.
That's good. Good, Emily.
Well, someone has figured out most of the puzzle. Clever Airy. Again. Not bad. You guessed it. That's our little problem.
What's going
Hey, I also did astronomy too. I did not like it, but most of my past is still corrupted thanks to those two psychos. What they did to me, most of my memory of it's gone now. So don't blame me, because like I said, we all have brains, but we're not dumb. But unfortunately, after what happened to me in high school, most of my memories corrupt.
Hurry! Go!
Hey, Emily. Do you maybe want to leave with me? It's not safe here.
Okay.
Good.
All right, now before leaving, you gotta make sure you do this important. So, fortunately, as I mentioned before, for unknown reason, for part 2 to get the doll, I already showed you guys part 1, the blood. Part 2 is this. Yeah, fortunately, I didn't understand it at the time, but all you gotta do is just flush any toilet, which is any one of them. It doesn't matter which one it is, but just flush the toilet 8 times like this. You also gotta count it. Now, after you do that, then grab Emily, head outside. But first, I'm gonna save right here because obviously I'm just showing you guys how to get a doll.
Finally. We made it. We did it. Emily? Are you alright? Emily?
I don't know.
Well, let's just... we need to keep moving, okay? Emily?
Hey!
Please, just let it be in here.
Okay, so fortunately, now we're going to turn it over, and obviously there's some numbers on the top. So just give it a few moments until some of the sand is clear. We're not starting yet, Ari. Just be patient. Hold on. All right, now copy that. Let me. There we go. Now I want you guys copy that if you can see it. Someone's one step ahead. You're right about that. Give it one moment. Here it is. All the way at the bottom.
Yes, you know, that's correct.
Okay, so after you do part 1 and part 2 correctly, you have to make sure that's the location where the doll should be, right here at this particular spot. That's how you get the doll. Alright, now that's one part I want to show you. Now back to this part. Okay, now with the hand equipped, as you guys can see, there's nothing really on it. But when you use it on this machine, now Ari, take a look at this, because you might want to write this down. Not this part, just hold on. Take a look at that now. Not the let's play, those. Exactly. Looks like someone figured it out. So, boys, explain the remaining of the puzzle. Exactly. So that's our problem. We need to know what the code is, and we have to make sure we put the code in the correct order. So that's where you guys come in. So I'll let the three of you talk it out. But remember, it has to be correct. So think this carefully. Once you have the code, let me know. I'll be still here. Yes, I'm still here. All right. Ari, say the code again. All right. All right, so. All right. Okay, that one's a star. That one's. Okay. Sun, sun, star, sun, moon, star, sun, moon, sun, moon, star, moon. Okay, that was weird. Wait, is that it? Huh. Not bad. Bravo. Bravo. BRB. Be right back. Okay, I am back, and like I said, don't mess with a girl. So, clever you. Well, now that that's done, Ari, you can. I appreciate for the help, and I owe you big time. So if there's any game or anything that you would like to see, just let me know, and you can also discuss it with Dragon. So I owe you big time. So thank you again. Well, anyways, now that that challenge is done, and now we know what the puzzle and code is, thanks to Ari, of course. Yep, things went smoothly well. And now that that challenge is done, only a few more challenges remaining left. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm gonna still be be on break. But next time when I stream this game, will be this challenge, of course. And it will be more intense since the last time. But hey, who knows what's gonna happen. But yeah. So once again, thank you, Ari, and everyone else for helping. I really appreciate it. So now, this challenge is done. It was really a support, and I'll figure a way how to give Ari a nice reward and give her something in return. But I don't know which game, or I don't know what she wants. But if there's anything she comes up with, just let me know. Simple as that. And again, happy birthday. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So peace out, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again for the next stream. But the next stream, I will not be using my mic. So, yeah. And no, we're not doing the concert. In case you guys are wondering, it's already too late for that. So, no. Alright. Peace.